So, this is gonna be the first episode of Satisfactory, and I'm talking, so that should be fun. I guess, you get to hear this weird guy talk while playing games. So interesting. Anyways, let's name this Fox and Industries. Hold on. Yeah, here we go. Fox and Industries. And we're going to... Yeah, that's good. Apply. Then start game. Now I know it's a little bit weird to hear me talking after, all the videos where I don't talk, but, this is not a normal video, I suppose, because this is going to be a long form series, I guess you could say. Just something I do every single day, and, all that jazz. Yeah. Loading screens, right? Oh, here we go. Oh,
Separation from main transport complete.
okay.
Group A delivered to Calistian region. All pioneers functional, initiating dispersion. Attention Pioneer, I am Ada, your personal instance of the artificial directory and assistant. Welcome to the Fixit Incorporated Save the Day program. A Fixit Pioneer has 3 core assignments. Construct. All pioneers must follow Fixit guidelines and instructions when constructing any building. Automate. Every pioneer is responsible for setting up and managing efficient pipelines, outposts, and power infrastructure. Explore and exploit. Fixit selected planets are rich with resources suitable for direct use or further investigation. Stay within your designated. And that is why the world is counting on pioneers like you. Fixit. Short-term solutions to long-term problems. Initiating planetfall.
Oh yeah,
Atmospheric entry in 3, 2,
I'm the
1.
Celestial Guardsman,
Beginning arrow assist.
basically. Unless I
Drag
change
within
that.
acceptable parameters.
Still trying to figure all that stuff out, but that doesn't really... It's not
Descent
really
phase
important.
begun. Decelerating. Deploying parachute. Deploying backup parachute. Skipping parachute. Landing phase begun. Activating retro propulsion. Touchdown. Planetfall complete. Drop pod integrity nominal. Omni situational exploration suit nominal. Pioneer. Acceptable. Congratulations, you are the third in your region to survive planetfall. Welcome to Massage 2, AB-B, in the binary system of Akicha. Loading objective-based introduction. Begin onboarding. First contact safety tool supplied due to presence of alien megafauna. Adhere to Fix-It procedure and equip the Fix-It Inc. Xeno Zapper before leaving the drop zone. Next objective. Dismantle the drop pod. Fix-It Incorporated is cost-effective and efficient. We do not waste. The drop pod will be recycled to construct the first stage of the habitat and utility base, often referred to as the hub. Next objective. Use the resource scanner to find and collect additional iron to be able to build the hub. If you cannot find iron, be assured scans of the planet have revealed sufficient iron sources.
So you're probably wondering why I'm not following the tutorial, because there's iron over here. There we go.
Potential edible collected. If consumed before authorized as compatible with the human digestive system by Fix-It, the consumer interrupting previous message for higher priority message. Next objective. Use the build gun to construct the hub. Iron is a base component necessary for all near future progress, so ensure you build the hub close to iron sources. Fix-It does not pay by the kilometer. Samples of new alien species acquired. Notable features are blunt teeth, suggesting it is herbivorous, and a thickly plated skull and spine, suggesting it is proficient at inflicting and receiving blunt force trauma. Preserve the remains for later study.
You know, the way I deal with those losers is, basically, in Minoan culture, the culture that people assume is, the foundation of Atlantis, you know, they did, stuff with bowls. They would have bowls in an arena, and people would jump the bowls, like, over them. So I just figured I could just do the same thing with these little guys. And it's the best option, because they want to kill you and everything. You know, I could build the hub right here, but over there, it's in between everything, so if it's in between everything, then you don't have to go far for everything. I mean, why would you want to go far for anything, right? In the game where you're supposed to be efficient. Okay, well, I'll get that. There it is.
This semi-slug species seems to persist entirely through absorbing and storing energy from its surroundings. Studying this could provide new methods for improving Fix-It production line efficiency. Store this potential resource. Attention! Higher priority message incoming. Hub foundation built. The hub terminal and crafting bench are only the humble beginnings of a successful Fix-It pioneer, but essential for the next steps of onboarding. Once finished, the hub will function as your base of operations. Next objective. Complete Hub Upgrade 1.
This game can get a little bit tough at times because you have to make a lot of stuff by hand because it's too expensive to make all the machines necessary to make a quick and fast input for everything.
Hub Upgrade 1, Storage and Frame, completed. Equipment like the portable miner can now be made in the workshop. Congratulations on completing your first milestone, the first of many providing access to new recipes and technologies for the
plates.
Fix-It mission. Next objective. Complete Hub Upgrade 2.
There we go. Portable miner. My mouse is a little bit dead, I suppose you could call it. But, one portable miner coming up. Actually, there's a mine right here. Grab some of this. That should make a lot of iron for us very quickly, which is exactly what we need in most situations. This is basically that, and you can make it anywhere and everywhere. I sometimes do that a lot. But we have to get seriously started on making everything. $15 iron rods should do it. Then we have to make them by hand.
Hub Upgrade 2, Power and Shell, completed. The smelter can turn raw ore such as copper and iron into ingots, and the biomass burner generates power when fueled. Fun fact. Most of the native flora and fauna is compatible with Fix-It technology. Fueling the biomass burner with inappropriate materials will result in deductions or even cancellation of your yearly bonus. Next objective. Complete Hub Upgrade 3.
Anyways, so copper should be right over here. It's really not that hard to miss copper. It's just right here. Let's get our handy dandy beating stick. Anyways, here we go. Copper. Now these are the only two copper ore sites that are close enough to us. I'll also show you where I can get limestone. After I kill this snoozer. Oh, there's a slug right there. If you're wondering what the slugs are for, basically, later when we unlock things, these will allow us to make our output of every single machine basically better. Here is limestone. And here's another one. Iron is, in this specific area, iron is the most common. I mean, we can just walk straight this way, unless we deal with those losers. Yeah, let's not get that quite yet. Ooh, nuts.
Potential edible collected. Eating it and surviving does not count as a valid field test and does not generate enough data for Fixit to make an informed decision. Store this potential resource for later use.
I think that's a load of bull, because if you eat it and survive, then it's not poisonous. Not saying you should eat random stuff, but you know, if you're out there in the wild, no way back home, nothing to eat, might as well eat something, right? That is a biomass burner. More nuts. And here is copper for all of our copper needs. You know, one of the things I hate most about Diet Coke or Pepsi is that the smell. The smell is just disgusting. I mean, most pop smells pretty disgusting, especially when it's been out to crust and everything. Let's do 20 of these. And here we go.
Hub Upgrade 3, Interior Furnishing, completed. The constructor can produce simple parts, and power poles allow for the expansion of the power grid. When you make the inevitable mistake, Fix-It's dismantling feature is designed to salvage all resources used during construction, in line with our zero-waste policy. We understand that Fix-It pioneers are only human, and thus prone to error. Next objective, complete hub upgrade 4.
I like going all red. It's just the color and everything. There we go. Now that's perfect. Oh yeah, this, by the way, this is pretty cool. There you go. I don't exactly know what else to do. Hold on.
Did you not see the sign?
And there we go, it's flushed. I guess you and I both... I guess we had to figure that out. This is gonna be quite good. We might not have enough for cables. But that's okay, right? We need at least 20 cables. Now the iron plates are going to be a nightmare to make. So I want to get started on a constructor if I can. There we go. And for safety, let's make some more wires. And constructor node. 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's just do this. There we go. Iron plates. We also need a smelter, so this is just gonna be temporary while we do stuff. Or then suck this. One more wire. Great. So that means... Oh yeah, the flashlight is B. F is to destroy, dismantle, whatever. This is gonna take a while, but it's just something that we need to do. Get 20 of those, and then just run back home. Right after we get this stuff. That's, won't get much of these in my life. Copper. There we go. You know, once we figure out how to do a container, maybe it would be wise to just... Right there should be good. Then the last one, right there. Iron. There we go. And you know, when we looked at the world creation for the difficulties, right? I kind of realized that, well, let's just get up here. So this is the starting area. Over there is the desert. Over there is like the forest, jungle type thing. And then like over there is the other, you know, desert thing. So it doesn't really matter where you spawn, just as long as you know where everything is. And you can just walk between every single spawning location. That gas giant is moving way too fast for my liking. Then again, it is a game. Moon is also way too bright. Way too bright. I know this is probably boring, but you know, I don't really talk a lot, even even when I'm not doing YouTube and stuff like that. Just normal life type stuff, or about as normal as you can get, I imagine. Anyways, that will end. Actually, no, I won't end the episode because we still have to get this finished, and we still have to work to get what we need to do. We're close though. Close. Maybe this is enough? Yep. Here we go.
Hub Upgrade 4,
Yes!
Landing Platform and
There we
Utilities
go.
completed. Conveyor belts connect the output of one building to the input of another and transport resources. Due to past incidents, I have been asked to issue a clarification. Portable miners, obviously, do not have a connection for conveyor belts. There is nothing to suggest, visually or functionally, that they can be connected to portable miners. If this is something you struggle with, do not worry. Fixit has alternative uses for all their pioneers. Next objective. Complete Hub Upgrade 5.
There we go, baby. Now this is what you call automation. This is pure, unadulterated. I forgot the word. I just said the word, but I forgot the word. Automation. Pure, unadulterated automation. You know what? 5 shouldn't be that hard to do. Let's select recipe, iron rods, get that working the way it should be, and let's make more tables. Concrete, at least 20 concretes. Wires. Not enough cables, but that's okay. Now let's make a portable miner for copper. You know what? Let's also make one for concrete, limestone. I mean, it's been like 30 minutes, 39, 40 something minutes. When I edit the video, which I don't really do much editing. I don't really know how to edit videos besides like cutting out certain like scenes. Like Rise Son of Rome, yeah, that one. I had to cut out an entire section back in because it was just way too inappropriate. Couldn't blur it, couldn't do anything. I don't have the money to get the, nice software, so just gotta duct tape it. Gotta be a redneck. Oh yeah, we have to limestone, which we can get some right here. If you're wondering what I've been using to capture the video, it's basically just the capture, extension for CurseForge, the Minecraft modding thing. CurseForge. It's what's free, it's what's available, and it's what's gets the job done when I need the job done. I've been wanting to make a YouTube channel most of my life, right? I just think that, doing pretty well, I suppose. I have 25 subscribers. Love you guys. It honestly makes me happy that people actually watch and enjoy my content, because quartz. Yeah, no, we don't. But it genuinely makes me happy that people actually watch my stuff, even if I'm not some big shot YouTuber. You're probably wondering why I've been gathering all the plant matter, and I'll tell you. Right after I kill this bozo. Not like for why. But basically, power. Biomass is pretty much the only power you can get without going to, like, stage 3, I think it is. Stage 3 is way too far for this at this point. Way too far for this. It was more than enough. Let's make the wires. I know I haven't finished the Bioshock Infinite playthrough, but I have footage for at least like 3 more episodes. then I would have to record more. Life just gets busy and stressful sometimes, and I don't really know when to find time for some stuff, because, you know, everyone expects everything of you, you know? When you're strong, people only want you because you're strong. You're smart, people only want you because you're smart. Now, you should be happy that people want you because you're talented, but, you know, at the same time, it just gets it just gets boring and lonely because you're the only one that they call upon.
Hub Upgrade 5, Power Expansion, completed. The miner, unlike portable miners, can be connected to conveyor belts and requires power to function. Caution: as you expand, the energy demand of your production may exceed the capacity of your power grid. The onboarding program was established because Fix-It pioneers often experience memory issues after planetfall. If you are experiencing nosebleeds, nausea, existentialism, or an itchy scalp, there is no need for concern. This should pass within 5 to 7 workdays. Next objective: complete Hub Upgrade 6.
Coincidentally enough, I do have an itchy scalp at the moment. It's not related to the game, but, you know, it's something. It's something. There we go. Now we can truly automate copper. I mean iron. But, nothing's... Oh, there we go. Oh, it's pretty fast. You know, I'm tired of seeing your... Do you even have a face? You know what? I am tired of seeing your ugly face. Go. Go. What are we doing? Rods. Yeah, rods. We need 100 rods. 100 rods. And here's a secondary biomass burner. Yeah, it's like around here or here. Yeah, it's around here or here. Then you get like coal. Coal's the big boy, the big boy. You want coal. But this should be good. Yeah. There you go. I'm already like 20 minutes past what I usually do when it comes to recording a video, time-wise. There's 50 minutes. 50 minutes, 37, 38, 9 seconds. Jeez, I don't know why my scalp is so itchy all of a sudden. Well, not all of a sudden, but when I first started playing, it said, oh, you know, you'll get an itchy scalp, you know, as a side effect, but I have one already. Itchy scalp. Ooh. Such a big problem. It's annoying. But I'd rather have an itchy scalp than anything else, like cancer, for instance. No one wants that. You know, parents, you know, if you complain about anything, they're like, oh, you know, the children in Africa, they don't have anything. They would be happy to have everything you have. And it's like, but I'm not a child in Africa. Is my experience, you know, less than that of a child who lives in Africa? No, it's the same. So why do I have to worry about people I will never meet in my entire life? Why do I have to feel sad about complaining about something bad that happened? Like, you know, or eating ketchup packets, your mom goes, oh, well, you know, there are children in Africa who don't have ketchup packets. You might as well eat them. I'm not saying that, you know, we were poor enough to, you know, eat only ketchup packets, but, you know, it's just an example. No, I don't really usually go for the entire, like, efficiency part of this game. Like this? Like, seeing how everything is close to each other, right? Now imagine that, but like, all over. You can just jump from a random building to a random building. It's just how it goes. But yeah, once we do get like full-sized biomass burner, you have to place like 5, and then place construct like two constructors, right? Which are then fed into a splitter, fed by a splitter, which is fed by a container that is full of just biomass. Biomass. And then, you know, I have to make a separate container and constructor setup for wood. Because you can't put leaves and wood together to make biomass, you have to have them separate. I don't get the efficiency of that, but you know, it's just how it works. Let's get to plates now. You know, while we're talking, we could have just gotten the concrete. And the wire. Could have gotten all that stuff while we were talking. Look at me, complaining about efficiency and stuff like that when I can't even be efficient at my own stuff. You're either a hypocrite or you live long enough to become a hypocrite. Yeah, concrete and copper. It's a long walk. You know, like there, right there. Past that mountain range, like right there. There's a swamp with spiders and mushrooms and stuff like that. And it's like gross. It's like, ooh, spiders, mushrooms, and all of that. Even radiation, uranium. I mean, that uranium is gonna be like the next big power thing. You know, people keep talking about like, oh, we need to have solar panels, we need to have winds, right? No, no, you don't. We've had technology that's better than that. We've had that technology for years. It's called nuclear. I mean, nuclear is like the cleanest power technology that we have. Solar panels? You know, you buy one, $200 for your own kit, and then within like 5 years you have to get it replaced or fixed because something broke. Nuclear? You get more energy out of it than, you know, what you would with like one nuclear power plant could probably power an entire city. But solar panels to power an entire city? Don't get me started on, you know, that entire process. I mean, the entire process is pretty just like stupid. I mean, you get so hopped up on, you know, clean energy that you forget that we've had clean energy for decades. Nuclear. I mean, only like five-ish nuclear reactors went boom, but only one of them was like bad because it didn't have cooling and stuff like that. I mean, when people think of nuclear power, they think, oh, the nuclear bomb. It's not gonna explode like that. And even if it does explode, it's not gonna be like that. Modern ones, like the salt reactors, they have like giant pits of water. those giant pits of water, you know, they cool off the melted waste before it, you know, after it melts down, which stops it from spreading everywhere. And the waste? We figured out how to get rid of the waste like 2 decades ago, 3 maybe? I mean, some nuclear plants, I mean, you can reuse the waste to make more nuclear fuel for another reactor. People just don't get that, though. One bad thing happens and, you know, you just demonize the entire process. I mean, you could probably put nuclear in a car. You could probably be like Fallout. Nuclear-powered cars with coolant instead of gas. Coolant instead of gas. And I mean, would you want... I mean, paying more money for a nuclear car isn't that much of a problem because it's clean. It's like 100% clean. More clean than like solar. You can't really get wind power from the car. Solar, you know, you have to have those giant batteries and such, and it's like, it's disgusting. Why sacrifice, you know, space, weight, and cost for batteries when you could just make one, you know, battery and just have it powered by nuclear radiation and stuff like that? Just like, why don't people want that? My buddy Chris, job board, right?
Hub Upgrade 6, Landing Platform Hydraulics, completed. Freighter landing initialized. Congratulations, you have completed onboarding and achieved the absolute minimum skill level required of a Fix-It pioneer. Fix-It looks forward to your future achievements, because a future with Fix-It is a future with you. Tier 1 and 2 milestones are now available in the hub, and biomass burners can now be built individually. Your first official objective is to initiate project assembly by building the space elevator. This objective will take a significant amount of resources, so Fix-It recommends getting to work.
Yeah, but like tier 2. Tier 2. You get a chainsaw, solid biofuel. You turn biomass into biofuel, and you have it power this stuff. I mean, we can build them now. We can build them. You know, if we get this early, instead of having to do everything else. Yeah, we can do that next episode anyways. Thank you for watching, and thank you for listening to me speak, even if, you know, I said stupid stuff and stuff like that. Anyways, I hope you all enjoy. I won't be editing this entire video because, why would I? It's one form content series stuff, I guess. Anyways, thank you for watching and have fun.